nice.
Yeah. So just settling back in and moving. Essentially moving my life back in here because took a lot of stuff with me when I come home because I didn't know how long I was going to be home for, and so just moving everything back in. Lexi's moved in, so just another person in the building now.
Yeah. So you had some issues. Do you mind talking about that?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm fine talking about it now that it's actually over.
Yeah.
So it was just like applied for my visa June of last year,
Yep.
hoping that because I had the plan like, okay, me and Lex are gonna go home for the holidays for Christmas and New Year's. Hopefully, like around that time, I can do my interview, get a stamp on my passport, and I can go back on January 5th, which is when Lex went home. And then it got closer and closer to the date. Still hadn't heard anything. And by the time we were flying to Australia, I was like, I don't have a visa and don't have any idea when I'll be doing an appointment. Like, I've got no clue.
Yeah.
So, and me being stubborn, I was like, look, I can pay this fee of like $3,000 US to speed it up and expedite it. But at the same time, I was like, I don't want to give them any more money because I've already given them enough.
Yeah.
So I was being stubborn, and then it reached a point where I was like, I don't know if this is going to get done at all. Like, it was at a point where I was like, I don't think it'll be done this year if I don't pay this money.
Yeah.
And so paid it, and it got back to me within a month, pretty much, like right after nationals. So
Got to grease the wheels, mate. Got to grease the wheels.
yeah, I think money talks.
Isn't it crazy? Like, isn't that just crazy?
It is.
All of a sudden, people can work faster, or processes can get processed quicker. But all of a sudden, you pay an extra $50 or $3,000 in your case.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends obviously on like the severity of and how high up it is. Like you pay all this money, and all of a sudden it just gets brought at the front of the line. But I think just with everything going on over here and Trump being Trump, and like as soon as he got in office, he kind of cracked down on a lot of immigration stuff, and so that was like that put a backlog on everything, and so just terrible timing. My first visa, it was like right around just after COVID, a lot of people doing it then.
Yep.
And now it's fine. So both times were just terrible timing. So hopefully next time it's a green card or something I'm getting, I don't need to deal with this again. But we'll see because I want to stay here. So.
Yeah, of course. Oh, it's so much fun over there. So much fun.
Yeah.
If you want to race BMX, man, that's the place to be, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's really nowhere else to be in my eyes. Like, you can do Europe, but at the same time, like, I don't. It's not as much. I mean, I don't like Europe as much as here in the States. I've always loved the States and been drawn to it, but I just don't think you can't make as much over there either. Like, the racing's better in my opinion, but you can't make as much.
Yeah.
And US is a place to be.
That's awesome, man. So how long have you been riding for? So I don't know if you've seen any of the episodes, man. We just I just get riders on here, coaches on here, and we just talk training and pretty much what you've been doing. I'm trying not to go too much into your history. Obviously, everyone knows who you are and and your results and all that sort of stuff. So what was that?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I mean, like us, started when I was 5. Like a lot of people start around that age. I feel like they're still going. Like, what is it?
What club are you from?
Tamworth.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Tamworth boys. So loud and proud.
Yeah,
always forever from Tamworth, and now I'm in Tampa. But started when I was 5. I was just a hyper kid, and one of my best mates growing up, him and his dad found the track and invited me and my dad down.
Yep.
And started off, and I think I was pretty good from the jump, and that always helps keep you in it.
Yeah.
And then just kept going. I played other sports up until I was 12. I played footy and swam and track and field, little A's, all that stuff. And then, just when I was 12, me and my family, so like immediate family, mum, dad and sister and myself moved to Canada for a year and saw it as an opportunity to like ride in the US a little more and like kind of get my feet wet in that area, like over here.
Yeah.
So that year met a bunch of friends that I'm still like, met a bunch of people I'm still friends with to this day. Like some of my best mates I met that year, and so that was cool, and just getting my feet wet, like I said, and like over here in the race scene, and then always wanted to come back, and so just kept going, kept grinding, got over here. So
did you go through the era? You wouldn't have gone through because you're only, how old are you?
23.
Yeah, you missed it all, man. So on my previous episodes, we're talking about it when Australians would go to America, or the gate setup was so different, and it just took forever. Like you probably would have noticed that growing up, right, with the gravity gates.
Yeah.
And then going to the States, like, yeah, it was just horrific. But it's so much easier now. I feel like the transition's so much easier for you guys.
I think just everything now is just like it's all transitioning to like all the gates are going to be quick, just bullets like fall away from you. But Tamworth was the last club in Australia to get the random call.
Yeah, yeah, really.
I was having to go like from the set 'em up call on a Tuesday night, and then that weekend race on a random call, and I was just like adjusting back and forth. But that was always fun. But yeah, no, I wasn't really in the area of like the gravity gates where they just like kind of fall. Like they always had a piston pushing them down proper. But nowadays it's like they're all like getting quicker and quicker and quicker to the point where I don't know. I think there's a balance where like some of it, there's a balance between it falling away too quickly from you versus like being too slow. I think there's like a happy medium there we can find, and they should all be like consistent.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a beauty in like adjusting to gates at different tracks and stuff like that, obviously. But I think it'd be cool to like have it more consistent. So like the hills are different, and you adjust to that. But like the gate itself and the speed of it is the same, but that would be pretty hard to do.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Which is massive, right? It's such a massive thing, that half a second, or that tenth of a second or whatever it is. Like that's first or third.
Right. Yeah, big time.
Well, I noticed that coming back. Like I haven't ridden for a while and started doing gates again, and it's taken me 3 or 4 weeks just to get used to reacting quickly again. Like I got on the gate thinking I'm reacting fast, and I'm still half a wheel off the gate. Like holy hell! Like what's going on here? So.
Do you ride at nationals, or have you got back into it like afterwards?
No, not racing. I raced 9 years ago. Was my last race at Knox.
Yeah.
I was just riding masters, and exploded a couple times in the first turn, and I just sort of had the old what am I doing here epiphany, like.
Yeah, you hang the hat after that one. Yeah.
To be honest, I find it so much easier coaching now, not racing.
Coaching. Yeah. No. That makes sense actually. I mean, think about like I don't know, a good coach. Like I work with Sam, and he kind of just transitioned straight into the coaching role after his injury. But like a lot of great coaches out there were kind of separated from like the actual race part of it for a while before the coaching side. And I think like maybe that separation gives you a lot of time to reflect on things and what works and what doesn't. And hence why like coaching. That's why it works well for him.
Yeah. And look, and you know yourself, man, BMX is such a selfish sport. Like it's so hard to be focused on yourself and then, have kids coming at you going, oh, hey, I did this race, I did that race. I'm like, I'm racing, man, just leave me alone. Like I can't, it's just too much. So
it's a lot. You got to be all over the place. Like if you are coaching or racing, you got to associate time for both. Like you kind of got to separate the two, definitely. Because I do coaching over here. Like I do a little bit of online stuff and work with a lot of kids in person, but the in-person stuff especially, it's like, okay, we're at the track and I'm coaching you and we're together.
Yep.
And this hour or 2 hours is like, you've got all my attention. And then after that, it's like, well, I'll see you next week,
Yep.
The online stuff, I sometimes struggle a little more to like if I'm racing or if I've got a big training day or whatever, and like people are texting me with videos or questions about the program, whatever, it's just a little tougher to kind of find the time or find the mental capacity, like you want to give them the attention they deserve, obviously.
For sure.
So that's just like a balance that I'm still learning. Yeah.
So how are you doing that? You got a website set up, or are you just doing people DM directly?
Just promoting it like on the socials and stuff. I've been doing it for like pretty much since I moved here, actually.
Yeah.
Obviously, you and I know it's not, it's a tough in the industry, and like obviously a bit of extra income.
Yeah.
Coaching helps a lot. And so, I've been doing that. And, at one point I had probably like 10 to 12 online athletes, which was really good.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, it's been on a bit of a steady decline since then, but I still let people know that I do it. And I find now that I've been in Florida for a bit longer, I've got like a bit more of a regular like one-on-one coaching people. Like it's people that I'm seeing every week, which is really good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love it. Like my parents are teachers, and I feel like it's in the family a bit. Like so like it's rewarding for sure.
Yeah, I love coaching, man. I've started coaching kids when I was 14, I reckon.
Yeah,
You know, and it never
like
stopped.
that. Yeah, the HRV is a legendary name, and especially in Aussie BMX. Like I've known it like pretty much the whole time. My first nationals, I remember like HRV jerseys been around and stuff. Like my first nationals ever was at Shep, funnily enough.
Oh, really? There you go. What,
Yeah.
2010?
To 2010.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I had a good lap then. That was a good day. I'll take that. I'll take that win.
Yeah.
So, even though I'm cutting the corners, apparently. Does it count? Does it count? Like if both wheels don't cut the corner, and like your front wheel touches the cone, is that cutting the corner?
Nah, it's not cutting it.
And then I'm on the exit too, right? So it wasn't like I cut the inside. I was on the exit and touched the. Anyway, long story.
Nah, don't count.
I'll get plenty of comments in the comments you watch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nah, chalk it up, win's a win. That was just a long time ago now, mate. They can't take it off,
Yeah, exactly. Nah, it's all good. So, did you do a bit of Olympic lifting and stuff as well?
Did actually, yeah. So I actually, there was a year, I was 15, I represented Australia in BMX and weightlifting, same year.
Yeah, awesome.
Loved it. Like dad was big on it. He was like, look, you're in a power sport, this translates quite well. And he had all his, PE teacher by trade, but also had his level 1 in CrossFit and weightlifting as well. So like he actually knew what he was talking about. Like there's a lot of factory dads out there that don't know what they're talking about. My dad was qualified. So he had me in the gym pretty young. Like I was like 9 or 10 years old in the gym doing stuff, moving around, and started weightlifting probably at 11 or 12 and just kind of progressed from there. And I was like, look, I really enjoy this. And that was like one thing that I did after I stopped the other sports like footy and that, because it crossed over quite well. And so I competed up until I was 15, I think. My last competition for weightlifting was like a nationals, like a junior nationals or something, and I was just lifting for New South Wales. But then I broke, like I pretty much had intention to keep going, but I broke my collarbone at the end of 2019 and then got it plated. And so like with the plate, for a while there, I couldn't clean without, like, it was too painful, like the metal on the collarbone.
Yeah.
And you can't really, like, just throw a pad on the bar and compete. So, like, I was just like, that's that, I guess.
Yeah.
But I still love it. Like, whenever cleans are in the program, I always enjoy that.
Always froth.
Yeah, just meathead stuff, you know? I just love lifting and, I think that was probably a bit of a calling that I maybe ignored. I stayed on a bike rather than went deeper into the gym. Maybe a little better suited to the weightlifting side of things. But I mean, I love what I do, obviously. But so I love it. I still follow weightlifting, like still watch it and still follow a few of the pages and stuff on socials and keep up with it. And then in the off season, I try and mix a bit in there in the gym stuff and snatch and clean and jerk and stuff just for fun.
And how's the body from it besides the collarbone? So how'd you break your collarbone? Wasn't it lifting? It's been good since I got it plated, obviously, knock on wood, but I'd broken it 4 times before that. First time was playing footy, and then the 3 other times was just riding. Yeah. So the time, like the last time that I did it was at Grands. I crashed, like first turn, 8 Grands in junior elite. And broke it then, and then none of them were bad breaks to the point where I was like, you need surgery, but it was like breaking so often the same point that it was like, okay, it's getting weak, let's just plate it up. And so that's what we did. Yeah.
And that, been good since then. I did my AC last year on the shoulder, but like it's because it's plated, like it's only going to do the joints either side, it's not going to do the collarbone. So
yeah. You should stop falling off.
Yeah.
Stop falling off.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's good advice. Everyone tells me that. You're not the first person to tell me that. I'm telling you.
That's a good fix.
Yeah. But, so no, I like the weightlifting stuff for sure, and definitely it's, I think it's good for, to get in the gym young. Like, I would just encourage young kids to, starting CrossFit, to be honest, because that just is a good base for a lot of stuff, like a lot of gym movements, and, as CrossFit kids, there's so many variety, such a variation of movements to do, and that's where I started, and it kind of just I'm pretty sweet in the gym with any sort of movement that gets put on the program now. So
how do you feel with the CrossFit, like the whole concept of CrossFit? I mean, obviously, you like CrossFit, and but Olympic lifting in CrossFit, when they start loading it up, and is it
right? I think fine, definitely. Me and Lex, we we follow the CrossFit because this. I think we just think it's sick, obviously. And I grew up in a CrossFit gym, and two people that I know from Tamworth have been to the games, and I've been to the games to watch myself. But it's like injuries do happen, but I think at the top end, obviously, they're all pretty good technique wise. But I think sort of when you go like that lower level and stuff, people are probably maybe like a combination of ego lifting and just not having the proper technique. That's how injuries happen. But I think CrossFit as a concept was cool. I think the golden years of it were like 2014 through like 16, 17, 18, like that, those sort of years. It was just huge. And like, I just remember like I used to watch all the documentaries and I loved it like that. Yeah, it was awesome. But just growing up around it, like obviously you're a product of the people you spend your time around. So like Jake Douglas, who's runs the CrossFit gym in town that's now called Snake Athletic, but my dad taught him in high school, and so Dad was actually one of the first people to like sort of introduce the concept of CrossFit to Jake, and he took it from there and enjoyed it and opened the gym, and it's still going today. And Jake's huge on social media, like he's a tank, like absolute weapon, but he's like just a super nice guy, like someone I really look up to and inspire to be like for sure. But he, like having spent so much time around them, I kind of, you start to mold into like people, like you start to mold into them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So that's I love it. I love it all, but the gym stuff is just something that I've always been like drawn towards because I just enjoy it so much. Yeah, like all that backstory is.
Yeah, I love it.
I enjoy it so much. Yeah.
Love being a meathead. It's the best.
I know you do as well.
Did you so you find the actual Olympic lifting crossover really well to BMX?
I do, yeah. Like there's a point where it doesn't. Like I think a clean is great. Snatch is not so much for like most BMXers because like you can't get the same stimulus. Say you load, majority of BMXers could only probably snatch like 60 kilos, let's say.
Yep.
That's not gonna like that stimulus. You can load up a clean heavier. You don't need as good as good of technique to clean heavyweight. So you might as well just load up a heavy clean. Whereas like someone like myself who can, like my best ever snatch is 130. I could like obviously like load up a bit more weight and get a stimulus that we're chasing out of that movement.
Yeah.
I think it crosses over quite well. Obviously there's like a lot more specific movements that correlate to BMX, like step up or a split stance trap bar, things like that. All that basic stuff that correlates like as specific as it can be, but I think just sheer power and hip drive and explosive movement, like those Olympic lifting lifts, are perfect for it, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
So what's your training?
Would agree.
What? Say that again.
My old man would definitely agree as well.
Yeah. Right. What's so what's your training look like now? Obviously, you're working with the big fella.
Yeah. SW91.
Yep.
Been with him for coming on 4 years now.
How good Sam?
It's a long time. Pardon?
How good Sam?
Oh, he's the man.
He's good, isn't he? Such a good guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't go like, I mean, he's done so much for me. Like, I guess since I moved here, I mean, he set the blueprint in general. And like, if 12-year-old me knew that I was like getting coached by Sam, and as close to him and like and Elise and everyone as I am, and like how our relationship is, he'd be 12-year-old Jack would be doing backflips. Like he'd be stoked. But it's been so cool, and I'm so lucky that I've been able to like be involved with those guys. And yeah, he's super switched on. Programming is elite, and just obviously now that starting last year, he took on my gym stuff as well, and so now that it's all under one umbrella, it's really nice because everything just ties in together, and we're just, if we're chasing something specific in a block, and all like we can just put the bike stuff to match the gym to match the bike, all that stuff. So it's nice. It flows well, and I mean, he's the man, and he's been there, done that. So I can just literally talk to him about anything that I've got going. Because he's experienced all of it. So super cool, and it's nice. Like he's in California, but similar time zones when I'm here at home. So it's good, like easy enough to chat to him and stuff as well. And I couldn't rave about him enough, going all day about how much he's helped me. So
yeah, it's awesome. So what's your gym look like now? Like, so obviously you've gone from CrossFit style Olympic lifting to obviously Sam's program. So what sort of stuff are you doing in the gym now?
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a process. Like, so Dad was running my programs for ages, and I went to Chris Bradner, who was the N-Swiss S&C time, and he was great. Had a lot of experience in like the programming for velodrome guys, and so yeah, he was awesome. Rated him, and that's when it sort of started to get more like bike specific. After like me and Dad did a lot of power training and stuff, but it just turned a lot more bike specific when I started working with Chris, and then stuff with Chris and his role at N-Swiss were changing, and so I just saw that as an opportunity. Like, all right, well, I'm just going to go full time with Sam, and he can just take care of everything. And since then, yeah, it's been great, because it's just about getting the right recruitment, because I don't need to get any stronger. Like squat 220, clean 170, like that stuff. Like, and my power to weight matches it. Like, I'm not just strong and shit on the pedals. Like, it matches up. So, Sam's basically like, all right, well, how are we gonna not put size on and get the right recruitment, not fatigue you, so that you can go on the bike and perform and get more efficient. So that's what we've been working on. At the moment, battling a little bit of a annoying knee injury that I've had pretty much all year, just like tendonitis stuff. So nothing that, it's more just I think just the tendons catching up to me a bit, and Dad's got, like, I think hereditary gets passed down. Dad's got short tendons and stuff. So hopefully something I can figure out soon, because it's definitely affecting my training and kind of taking the enjoyment out of a lot of it, because it is pretty painful. So just at the moment, it's been a lot of like nursing that knee, isometric holds, not getting not creating too big of a knee angle, like where it's to the point where it's like below parallel or anything, because that like flares it up. And so yeah, it's been frustrating, because I just want to get in there and be a meathead, obviously. But it's like you got to balance it out.
Have you played with that knees over toe stuff at all?
Yeah, I looked into him a bunch. So it's another part of like why it's been so frustrating, is because I've obviously got a great team around me of like, I've got Sam, I've got like all those like resources at N-Swiss that I was able to access while I was home in Australia. And they're all giving me the same answer, which is great. Like, it's patellar tendonitis, do your ISOs, ice, Voltaren, whatever, load management. And then it hasn't gotten better. And so at this point, I'm just like, I'm running out of, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I've got stuff lined up over here, get some scans, hopefully see if something's up. But yeah, the knees over toes guy is great, and it does help a lot. Like, he's big on the backwards sled walks, and so I've been going into the gym every day and doing that stuff, and I like the ISO. I've looked it up as to how it works. I know the ISO stuff basically tricks your brain to not send pain receptors to the area. But the backwards sled walks are awesome, and he's like, that knees over toes guy is great. All stuff that he kind of tries to like almost like bulletproof around the knee, like the tib raises and calf raises and all that stuff. Like, he's like, let's strengthen around it. And so yeah, obviously I've looked into a bunch of his stuff, and he's great, and it does help with the pain management for sure.
Awesome. I towards the end of my career, I started getting sore knees, but I used to squat a little bit different. And I used to sit right back in my squat. I think I got like a longer femur, sort of, which folds me a bit more. I don't know if you've noticed all the angle bullshit, but
but that would go great. Like, you'd go deeper in a squat then, right?
Yeah, but it leans me forward more, right? Because I'm still trying to stay centered over my foot, so I can't stay as upright because my femurs are a little bit longer, so it shoots me forward more. But so I used to sit back a lot, and then I'd get a lot of knee pain. And just towards the end of my career, man, I was just pumping Voltaren, like Nurofen and Voltaren. Like, I'd take 2 the night before, 2 the day of, and then 2 that night. And I was doing that twice a week for the last probably 4 years, trying to get through, because I was, it's brutal.
I hear you. And it's just like, that's my thought. It's like, I'm 23 years old. Like, I shouldn't have to be popping Voltarens or ibuprofen just to ride my bike. Like, I don't want it to be like that. So if I got to get it right, if I got to I don't know if because obviously I got like LA Olympics is very much in my sights, and that's something I'm striving for. Like trying to stay in the moment, obviously, whatever. But that's the goal. If I need to essentially tank a year to give myself a better shot at that, like this is a year to do it. So if I need to take time off, if I need to get something done to it, whatever, then that's what I'm prepared to do that. Yeah.
Look, I just changed my squat. Once I changed my squat, it almost instantaneously fixed it. So just started pushing my knees a little bit further forward with my squat rather than sitting back so much. Right. And all of a sudden got more quad engagement, and then it fixed it. So I'm like, okay. So and then start playing. And play a little bit more high bar because I squat really low. A little bit more high bar, a little bit more front squat. So
front squats are great. I mean, that's all quad. The front squat.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's the thing. It's like I've just taken it out, and so like why is it still hurting?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe just go do deads for a while, man. Just get off the squats and just do deads for a while. And
I mean, like the only kind of squat that I've been doing, it hasn't even been that much. Like it was just in a block up till nationals is a box squat, like high box squat.
Yeah.
But like my session, I'll go in and I'll do like some sort of like rotational core explosive exercise, and then like a rack pull, banded rack pull or something, clean pull, and then some sort of like box squat or compound, like a step up, even banded step up. Like we're not even loading up the weight that much. It's banded.
Yeah.
And then finish off with some sort of core thing, or so it's just like we're the step one is load management. Like we've taken care of that. So and I want to squat. Like I want to be able to squat. I want to go push some heavy weight. It makes me feel good. So
there's the plasma thingy too. You know, you can stick some stem cells in it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
PRP. So I've gotten. That's the other thing. I got 2 rounds of PRP when I was home in Oz.
Yep.
And still nothing. But I think you got to pair the PRP with like good rest, and I didn't do that at all. I just had like a day or 2 off coming into it.
Did you put any cortisone in it?
Nah, but I was thinking about it. So like, say, let's just say like there's nothing wrong in the scans, like nothing shows up.
Yeah.
I'd look at the options like that.
Yeah.
Just to get through like Nashville and the World Cups, and like try and do well at the World Cups, make the world's team, all that stuff. But if it's kind of like, like there's something wrong, you need to rest it, then I'll just be like, all right, well.
Yeah. So it's not, there's no tear in there. It's just a strap. It's just
I don't know. So I think I swear I'm not a wuss. So like, I'm kind of convinced something's wrong, but at the same time, I'm just probably putting it in my head a bit as well. So, we'll find out soon enough.
That's all right, mate. It'll get better.
Yeah.
Rub some dirt on it.
That's it. Yeah, just have some concrete, harden up.
Exactly.
That's what I used to get told all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Have some concrete, harden up.
So back to your gym stuff, mate. What's is there anything in there that you've got a go-to exercise that you love for BMX? So you feel like, is there an exercise in the gym that you find that crosses over really well? Like you feel like if I'm strong at that exercise, when I get back on the bike, I feel really good.
Yeah.
Probably squats.
Squats. I don't know. Like, I love a power clean.
Yeah.
Power clean is like number one for me. I love it. I love like just like loading up some weight, and then like the power part, like catching it above parallel, like that's always like you got to stomp it.
Yep.
And I just enjoy them. I love them. But I also do love a heavy back squat as well. So, but like in terms of like if I'm doing something well, like what transitions well, anything like unilateral, like I feel like works well for BMX. So like whether that's step up, split stance trap bar, or like a Bulgarian, something like that. That I love those movements for BMX, and I love pairing them with something explosive. So, or even isometric. So like cool superset that I'm revealing a bit of the Sam program here, but he doesn't mind.
I'm taking notes, mate. It's fine.
But it's just like like do like an iso pull, like split stance iso pull straight into like a set of step ups, like light banded step ups, and that's such a cool like combo that I feel like crosses over well. Like where we're unilateral athletes, like we pedal, it's one pedal stroke at a time, right? It's not nothing simultaneous, like nothing like two leg at the same time. I feel like unless you're like pumping, but you still like split stance in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, like it's funny. You get in that commercial gym and you just look like a clown because you're just doing the weirdest stuff, jumping all over the place, and like you got freaking velocity measure devices attached to the trap bar, and you're just like, you got your box and all your bag with everything, and you got your food unloaded out and your drink bottle, and you look like a maniac. But
3 pairs of shoes.
3 pairs of shoes. Yeah, you'd have your clip shoes because you got to go out in the car park and do some sprints as well. But
squat shoes.
It's definitely different. But I do have a lot of people come up and ask me I've been asked like at least 5 times in the gym here in Florida, like if I play football or not. Which is a compliment. But I say, oh no, it's just like ride kids' bikes for a living.
It's funny. Yeah. I'm getting there. I'm getting towards the pointy end of 40, mate, and I keep telling people I ride kids' bikes. They're just like looking at you.
Yeah, I mean, we all.
It's so fun, man. It's so fun.
Yeah, it is fun. You always get like the older guys will be like, oh, I did that when I was a kid. Like a lot of people, so many people when they were a kid. Yeah. So many people.
What about the older they get, the better they were? Like, they start telling us, oh, mate, I said I was there 20 years ago, mate. I remember how good you were 20 years ago. You weren't that great. Just, just let it go a little bit.
Well, they just like stretch the story.
Yeah.
Like over the years to like make themselves like seem a little better, right?
Whatever. Might as well. Why not?
Yeah, but no, I do love the gym stuff. And hopefully with this knee, I can get back to like pretty normal, like pain-free training soon. Just need to figure it out.
Yeah, they're frustrating. Injuries are frustrating.
I did like 5 minutes of like constant backwards like sled pull, which is just like great for that tendon, just like loads it up. And then did like a leg extension ISO, which is like another great one for it. And then Spanish squat. So like a lot of isometric and like slow stuff.
Yeah.
Like no real need to like load up heaps of weight.
Do you do a lot of eccentric stuff on it?
What's that? Sorry.
A lot of eccentric stuff on it. Does that help, or more ISO holds?
Not since I've been dealing with the knee. So but I have done. Actually, like earlier this year, I did a lot of I did some step downs, which is good for them as well. Like the knees over toes guy, I think rates them as well. But eccentric would be good to get some load through it.
Yeah.
But I've done a bit of like overloaded eccentric stuff in the gym with Sam as well, basically like 2 down, 1 up stuff.
Yeah.
Which is good. Yeah, just to like overload the muscle a bit. But with the knee, I think it would be beneficial to go in there. And I'm just in there every day, so some variety would be good. And so getting there, do a bit of eccentric stuff, like you said, would be good for it, I'm sure.
I just stopped squatting for a while. I just took off squats for anything that squat movement. I just stopped doing that for a couple of months and just did deads and things that didn't aggravate it at all, mate. And that's all you got to do. Yeah. It's like they say rest it, but I mean you could work around it. So
right, just don't make it mad. The annoying thing is like it's not just in the gym; it's on the bike too that flares it up.
I know, especially starts right. Starts aggravated.
Yeah, starts firing up pretty good. So it's like, oh yeah, perfect. That's the only thing that matters in my sport. Like if I can't do that, then I'm not in a good spot. But yeah, so it's just I don't know. Maybe I'll just switch to left foot forward.
Why not? Just go back, more clip dominant, mate. Just focus on the backswing rather than
exactly. Yeah.
What what's your recovery like? Do you have a bit of a recovery process? Are you
definitely got like a pretty good routine. My old man was big on like you got to do the 1%ers right growing up, and he would get on me about that, which is he's right. Like I roll and stretch every day for probably 20 minutes, just overnight, and then Lex has like the Normatec boots, so like jump in those like probably 3 or 4 times a week, like probably before the bigger track sessions and stuff, and then I sauna after gym most of the time, so I try to get like 60 minutes like heat exposure a week, and then my physio like at his house has cold plunge, and once a week is a bit of a stretch. Like I try to get there as much as I can, but the cold plunge stuff is good as well. So I like sauna then cold plunge.
Yeah.
But I love the sauna. I just love like maybe not even like I just enjoy it, like for my mental. Not even like it's good for your body, but it's good. Like I just enjoy it. But there's that, and then obviously try to eat right as well as a big part of recovery, and like just fueling yourself right. I think is a big one. But yeah, the recovery stuff is something that in year 11, so like I was in high school till year 10, and year 11 and 12 I did from home. Like still finished school, but that was kind of like, all right, when you're at home, like you got all this time on your hands, like mixed in with school, like, why don't you spend a little more time and effort into your recovery stuff? And so that's when I started to ramp it up a little bit. Like by no means was it exceptional, like or it wasn't like every day stuff that I was doing like all the time, but that's when I was like starting to pay more attention to it. And then through N-Swiss and like being in that program, having access to a nutritionist and stuff like that, that's where I've got turned on to the diet side of things and how important that is as well. I think that's been like huge in my since I've been over here, like in my development and as an athlete, like overall health and stuff like that as well. So,
and the food's not the best over there, right?
What's that?
The food's not the best over there.
Nah, you got to go looking for it. Like it's not, by no means is it. It's not all bad. Like I'll say that it's not all bad. Obviously, you just got to go looking for it, and then you probably got to pay a little extra to get the good stuff. A lot of stuff is pumped with chemicals, but but there's plenty of healthy people over here too. Like you just got to go looking for it.
What's your day look like food wise? You obviously, how many meals you having? 4 or 5 or?
Nah, so actually, surprisingly, I don't eat that much. Like compared to, like I spend a lot of time around like Isaac, Ollie, like all my mates like within BMX. I don't eat as much as them. Like not even close, really.
Yeah.
So I probably have like 3,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
Max. And like 3 big meals and like 2 sort of snacky meals.
Yep.
But yeah, if I'm training, I'll hop up and have oats, like protein oats, and 1 to 3 or 4 coffees, depending. And then like if it's a double day, let's say like session 1, I'll have like a gel during the session.
Yep.
And then afterwards have like a banana and a protein bar or something, or a protein shake. Lunch, standard chicken and rice, like pretty stock standard stuff. And then go back to session 2, same thing, like have some sort of carb snack during, and then have a little post snack, whether that's like another protein shake, banana, whatever it may be, like nothing like crazy, but just like to top up afterwards. And then dinner, like after a double day, like probably try to have like steak and potatoes, or and I always try like on the lunch and dinner meals, like have some veg in there as well.
Yep.
Because I was always like, mum was big on just like having a lot of color on the plate.
Yeah.
So like trying to get a bit of color on there as well. But yeah, I'm just like that 3,000 calories is pretty much to maintain.
Yep.
So like I'm 95 kilos. I'm happy where I'm at and just kind of want to stay there.
Yeah, you monitoring that? Like you're constantly checking your weight and trying to get lighter?
Yeah. It's like, I don't want it like, I mean, but like you fluctuate, that happens, right? But it's, obviously don't want to let it get too bad, like either side.
Yep.
Now, it never goes to the downside. I will say that, and it's only ever too heavy. So
yeah,
I will say that. I'll make that clear. But yeah, it's just something I keep a loose eye on. Like, I'm not like definitely not weighing myself every single morning, but yeah, like probably 2 or 3 times a week, 3-4 times a week, I'll weigh myself.
Yeah.
Just because like
you got to keep an eye on it, man. It's a powder weight sport, right?
Yeah, like it is exactly right. So yeah. Just keep an eye on it and just want to make sure, like, hold myself accountable too. Like, okay, maybe I haven't been eating the greatest. Yeah, few too many sweet treats with the missus around. So
I love biscuits. I love biscuits.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about balance, right? But balance is balance. You can't let it go one way or the other. So that's why I try and just keep an eye on it and don't let it go. Like, get to the 97 point, 98. Yeah, that'd be a little too heavy in my opinion. But,
I hovered around 89 when I was racing, and then when I started powerlifting, hey,
how tall are you?
6.5 foot. 5. I don't know, 5. 5'10",
Yeah,
five. No, I don't
yeah,
know, something around there. I'm not tall,
yeah,
but
yeah,
but just wide. So I just have wide shoulders, I think. But yeah, set
yeah.
around
Stocky,
89.
yeah, yeah.
So what am I? 5'10", 5'10".
You know what centimeters or like is or you
Oh,
just don't really
100,
keep.
177. There you go.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
righto. There you go.
So maybe
Yeah,
I've
I see.
shrunk.
I don't worry. I'll speak your language too, so that's all
Yeah,
right.
I haven't. I was just like, I don't know. I haven't even rattled off a height for ages.
Yeah, I was just curious because 89. Like I know Sally Boy was like 85, I think, and he was like, I mean, he'll tell people now that he's tall.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
he was
Yeah,
short.
I'm just sitting down, mate. Normally I'm
Yeah,
6 foot.
exactly. Yeah, but yeah. So no, I was curious because like I think I'm 184.
Yep.
So yeah, and 184 and 95. So
Yeah. I was at around 89, and then once I started powerlifting, I was getting up to 94-ish. Sorry, 94.
Yeah.
Then I was cutting down, trying to compete at 89.
Yeah.
And
How's
then,
the cut? I've always like wondered about
fucked.
because I never had to it would have been terrible because I think I only remember like having to sort of shave weight down for 1 or 2 weightlifting comps and I wasn't even that bad. I'm talking like maybe a kilo or 2, like maybe not even 2. I just had to shave off like a little bit.
Yeah, I was the same. I was only doing like 3 or 4 kilos, but I had same day weigh-ins.
Yeah, okay.
So weigh in the morning, and then you compete 3 hours later. It was horrible. So I try and do it during the week, like the weeks leading up to it. I just eat less. But then your training diminishes because you
try and train and like get used to that as well. I was gonna say you wouldn't be PRing on comp day if you haven't a bloody weigh in and compete the same day.
And then I worked it out like to go up to the next weight division didn't affect me much because we all competed at the same competition, and then they sort of worked out the numbers based on your body weight.
Righto.
So I said stuff it, just went to 100.
Yeah.
So I just went the other way. I said, all right, I'll put on 5 kilos.
Honestly, like I'd rather just be eating what I want and like you'd be more inclined to PR on a comp day. Like you'd have a better comp day if you were just like comfortable. You weren't like starving yourself, you know?
Yeah. My last comp was great.
That interesting, yeah.
My last comp was great.
When I was weightlifting, like I'd have guys that I would like compete with and know that would like I'd always hit best on comp day because it's like competition. Like I thrive on that.
Yep.
But other guys would do the opposite and they'd like tank out or whatever.
Yep.
It's like how does that work? I don't understand. But I think like if they're cutting 2 or 3 kilos, whatever, like that does affect you, especially if you're training in a different way.
Well, their opening weights too, right? They probably just go too hard on their opening weights. Like I always had a weird, like I knew what I could lift, so I do that as my opening weight just so I could get some runs on the board. Yeah. I'm assuming it's a similar thing, right? Powerlifting and lifting.
Yeah, it is.
So you get 3 lifts.
Yep.
And then my second lift was like 90% of what my max was, and then I'd go for a PB on the last one. But
would you go back into the back room and like hit something between 90 and your PB before? Nah. You just load it up.
Yeah, but the problem was I was gassed by the 3rd lift, so I would the last comp I did, I went for my PB on my second lift and got it. I'm like, it just went. I just deadlift. I did a 270 deadlift, and it came up, and I went, it came up. I was so happy. I didn't even win the comp, but I was so happy that I picked up 270. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, so that's ridiculous. Yeah, I think I'm not one to deadlift. My deadlift sucks, but I can squat. I think my lifetime. I want to squat like 240, 250 in my lifetime. Yeah, if I need.
You can get up there easy, dude. I was looking at it. There was a world record there for old man squat, and it was like like a 250 squat. I'm like, I'm not far off it. Like I've hit a 250 in wraps.
Yeah.
And I've hit a 240 without wraps. So like I'm pretty. And this
you're right there, man.
Yeah, well, this was years ago.
Is it like a master's?
Yeah,
category?
It was like I think at the time it was like 40 to 45. And it was a 250 world record in squat, and I'm like, I could probably do it, but
is there like a wraps and no wraps different categories?
Yeah, I think so. And there's different leagues now, right? Like I was competing.
Is there a suit?
Yeah, so there's gear and non-gear. Like so, gear as in you're wearing a squat suit and knee wraps, and then there's raw where you just turn up in a belt. But and I was competing in drug free. The league was called drug free, Victorian drug free powerlifting or whatever it was. And it folded. So the only leagues are out there now that don't really test. I mean, IPF, they test, which is the Australian powerlifting, they test. But the other ones don't test. And you go there and you just see dudes walking out and doing an opening 300 deadlift. You're like, wow,
Yeah,
all right. So
yeah, there's my mum was partners in, like, she ran the Oztag business in town, and Pam Potts was the lady that ran the senior comp. Mum ran the junior comp, but Aiden Potts is Pammy's son, and he's a powerlifter that has represented Australia like on numerous levels. But he's a natty guy, and he's a tank. Like he's sumo deadlift, but yeah, pulls over 300.
Yep.
Yeah, so
it's crazy.
Yeah,
my first comp, man, I went to. I sort of finished racing, and I'm like, I'm pretty strong. I might go try and do some powerlifting. I always wanted to do powerlifting, and then once you get in there, it's easy, right? But like, I just didn't know, so I eventually got in, and my first comp was with this drug-free crew, and I did about. They were really good. Like, I ended up running some competitions and stuff at my gym, and it was really cool. And the first comp, I remember I only deadlifted 220 or 230 or something. I'm like, okay. Yeah. And there was a guy there, weighed 77, and he deadlifted 270, and it was the horrible. It was like that, like he's folded his body in half, and it was the worst technique I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, oh no! And they're like, is that what I have to do to get to 270? Like, I just anyway.
Nah, you definitely don't want to do that to get to 270.
Horrible. It was the worst technique I've ever seen. Like, just folded his back in half.
I'm sure there'd be plenty of that out there.
Yeah, it was gross.
In the powerlifting world, those guys are nuts. They just... Yeah.
And then you see the horrible accidents, right? Like the big guys just throwing, 400 kilos on their back, and then halfway down their knees explode, and you're just like, I don't want to play that game at all.
Nah, definitely not. Yeah. Nah, there's a point where it's like, okay, where are we? Where are our priorities at?
What are we doing here?
It's supposedly like lifting weights is good, but at this point, it's definitely not. We're doing the opposite. Like, even like at the point that I'm at, it's like I'm healthy, but I'm not. Like, I'm not like I'm putting my body like through these like to the absolute limit. Yeah. And like, yes, I'm fit, but it's almost going the other way. Like needs a shot.
Well, as you get older, man, like your training changes too as you get older. Like I'm in the gym 25, 30 minutes now. I literally go in there and do 3 exercises and I'm out. Like, I don't need to be there for 2 hours.
Nah.
I went this morning and did bench and incline and some shoulder press, and I'm like, see you.
That's what it felt like for me today. I went in there, like, walked backwards with the sled a few times, did a few ISOs, and then finished. I was like, what, I'm going to grab some dumbbells and do a bit of incline bench here. So I just did a few of them, and then that was it. I was out of there, sat in the sauna and got out of there. But yeah, it's I'm sure it would change over time. You just want to like kind of just stay on top of it, stay on top of it.
Yeah, I was having the conversation this morning with the missus. Like I said, 40, like I'm 49 next month, and 49 when you're a kid. Like, I don't know how you look at it, but when I was a kid, 49, dude, you were dead. You were done. Next week, you're in the hole, mate. Like, and now I'm just like, I still feel like I'm 20. Body probably feels
that's good.
Like it's 40, but in your head, I still feel like I'm out there now, still doing gate starts and stuff. It's just like,
I mean, that's where you want to be though. Like, that's...
I don't want to grow up. Grow up's fun.
Nah, you wouldn't like. Well, when you were younger and thought 49 was dead, I'm sure you would also be like, I want to be like you are at 49. In a good spot then.
Yeah. No, we're doing good.
I don't know what I'll be doing at 49. I'll figure it out.
You'll be right, mate. You'll be right. They'll fix it. They'll have some technology by then, mate. You'll be fine.
100%. Yeah, mate. I'll just get a chip implanted in there and we'll be right.
Exactly. What? All right, hey, I got last thing I want to ask you was just with mental game for racing, right? So, like, this is big for it's huge, right? Do you have a bit of a process that you go through? Music? What's your jam?
Yeah, I think routine is a big one for me. Just like be comfortable, getting a routine, and also like be flexible. I think back when I was younger, I'm still young, but not as like mature as an athlete as I am now. Like, I was pretty rigid in my routine and pretty rigid in like it was like at the point where it was like superstitions in a way.
Oh yeah.
But you got to be flexible. So I try to like, my mum is someone that's like, her personality is very like breezy and so easygoing, and I try to be like that. Because it's just like, you don't like competition racing is going to throw a bunch of curveballs at you. So you just got to be ready to like, move with them and stuff. But routine is important. So like, warm up, cool down routine, music, yes, like playlist is the same for warm up and the same for cool down. Before the gate, I've got I do my 3 tuck jumps, I roll into the gate. I've got I do this like grounding exercise where it's like just try and like puts me right in the moment. Like, okay, this is what I need to focus on to execute a good start here. And like I've got, all my goals that I've wrote down about like certain sections of the track that I need to work on and certain things that I want to focus on. Like that'll all come to me when I arrive at that point of the track. Like right now, I need to focus on this start. If I'm thinking about the third straight when I'm on the gate, this is not going to be I'm not going to be able to execute. So
yeah, of course.
I just try and put myself in the moment, and then go from there and just execute my. I love the saying competition is an ordinary performance on a special occasion. So like you're in there, and like all you should be focusing on doing is just like a regular. Like you don't need to be exceptional at all. Like you don't need to do anything out of the ordinary. And so like I think, and I obviously like reflect on everything, on my training, keep track of everything. Like I think keeping track of stuff and having a journal is important. So I do all that. But I think the hardest part of the mental game is just being able to focus on the right things at the right time.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's the whole hustle of it, and the whole journey of trying to figure it out. And I think that's what the greats of our sport, the greats of any sport, they can be present in the moment and they can execute their best, their regular performance on an occasion as special as the Olympics or World Champs and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's the ability to lock in when you need to, right?
That's it. That's it. And I'm still chasing it. It hasn't definitely. There's been glimpses of it. Like it's I've had some minor achievements and stuff, but still haven't got there on the big stage when it counts. But I've definitely got all the tools in the toolbox, so it'll happen.
Yeah, you got close this year too, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I definitely had it by the scruff and just made a mistake.
That second straight's short, right? The pro straight's just short.
Tiny, yeah. But at the same time, like it's not the pro straight's fault. Like I rode that track heaps. I rode that straight a bunch of times, so I just messed up. I'd been struggling with the straight all day, and then come to the final, and I got the first jump good, so I hadn't been going that quick, like all day. And so I just overjumped, and that was it. I was actually surprised I didn't get past sooner, and then I almost could have. I reckon I could have. Almost held on to it into the last turn even. But wasn't meant to be.
It's a good lap, man. You got a good lap.
Yeah, hard pill to swallow definitely, but it's it won't be my last Australian championship hopefully. So
for sure, man. You've already got one. You got one.
I got a slip class if you want to call that an Aussie title, but I wanted the sleeve desperately, but
nice.
Look, it wasn't meant to be, and it's that's just part of sport, like.
We'll get your body right.
Let's have we got a bloody bronze medal curse. She's gotten like 4 bronze in elite women here in the US, and so now I've only made 2 elite finals because I kind of when I turned elite I moved here, so I've only raced 3 elite national champs. So I've got my first elite national champs. I went out in semi.
Yeah,
that was at Orang in 2021, and then 2023 was in Shep, got second behind Bodie, and then third this year.
Yeah.
So 2 podiums, but
you're doing all right.
Hopefully the third trend we can break it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you get the trilogy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely. But the mental stuff. Like I have worked with a sports psych since 2018. And it's all like focused around that one thing of just like how can I put my head in the right space to when it comes time to perform, I can just execute my normal performance.
Yeah.
And like I don't do anything. Like I just don't do anything worse than what I'm capable of. Like I just live up to my standard and I just perform to my standard. That's all I need to do. So that it's all been shaped around that. But I think that's valuable. Like obviously we spend all this time training our bodies. Like we don't take as much attention to our brains and our minds and our mental process on comp day and stuff. So it's a never ending process, just like a gate start would be. You know, you just constantly work on it. So
it's massive.
But definitely something that is untapped for a lot of people.
If you can turn off that external noise, man, you're halfway there.
Yeah, definitely. That's the big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome, man. All right, well, I'll let you go. That's about an hour. Look at that.
No drama.
It's probably
what, the audio's all good?
We'll find out. I might chop some stuff up if it's shit. I just had birds screaming. Fuck it. The missus is going off, right? She's turned the washing on. She's opened up all the doors. Like, let's let some fresh air in. I got birds outside screaming at me.
What a great time to do it too. Like, hey, by the way, I'm just sitting here recording.
And then she does this one and waves to me as she walks out the door. And I'm like, you're not bad, are you? Just open it. And like,
no, she knows what she's doing. That's why.
Yeah.
See, like, I think Lex is just like probably watching the telly out in the living room or something. But she knows I was in here. But hey, if the audio is no good, we can always have a repeat this conversation too.
It's all good, man. I appreciate you coming on, dude. It's great to finally have a chat to you. Obviously, I saw you at the Nationals. You sort of said, "Hey, how you going?" I'm like, "Hey." I said, "Oh," and then I thought, "Oh, you're in Australia. It'd be great." And then I didn't realize you'd already headed back.
Oh, so. No, it's fine. Yeah, like it lines up. Like the Arvo for me, evening for me is morning for you guys. So yeah, like definitely. If you want me to come back on, there's always shit to talk about. So
yeah, no worries.